Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to the channel. I was really inspired by the moon. Now we're officially in June today. It's June 1st. Although if you're not catching it when it first comes out, then you are seeing it when it's relevant for you. As I was pulling out all these cards, I was really drawn to a lot of moon energy. So this is Spirit Mamas. We have the Deviant Moon. This is the Moon Oracle, and then we have Black Moon Astrology. And I have taken the deck out because as I was preparing for the reading, this is the card that fell out. And I felt that it was really important. And I believe that this is the symbol right here. So if you want to check in your chart, find out where Chiron lays and how it's affecting you. I wish that I understood it. I've taken many classes dabbling in it, and I still, hats off to all the astrologers out there. I'm still a little lost by it. So this is telling us that right now where we are in this month of June in 2026, it's all about us healing. It's all about us ending the thing that we've been dragging around for years or decades, or maybe our entire life, that is ready to let go. It has to let go for us to step into this next phase. And dare I say, like into this second half of the year, which begins in July, we're in June. And this is 8, which is showing that everything is a cycle. And now is the time that it's time for transformation. So I'm going to read a little bit about what this is. It says, in the chart, Chiron's place shows transition, linking just the ordinary to the extraordinary. This heavenly body takes us on a journey through our darkness where we pass through the next side with strength, and the strength that we didn't even know that we had. And so that's what Chiron is, the wounded healer. It's the aspect within us that we were here to heal in this lifetime. So the card, when it comes out, is all about transformation. It's asking us to do it now. I think it's asking us it's interesting that it came out in the very first day here in June. I feel like that could be the theme for this month. It's all about finally healing those things that have been driving you mad, have been driving you crazy. And it says the symbol for Chiron is the key. Very interesting that like I had the year for last year was about recognizing the key was in me. And there's so much wounding within me and my family that really makes sense for me. I'd love to hear from you. So keep this in mind. We're going to have this as the first card in this reading, card number 8, Chiron, the Wounded Healer. Let's see what else we have, the Creatrix. So we're getting this creator energy as well coming in. And as you can see, we have this is this beautiful feminine energy here and a beautiful feminine energy here. Now, this does happen to be the Spirit Mamas. So, of course, we're going to have some feminine energy in there. But with the Creatrix, and what I'm feeling from this card is it's bringing in energy of Lakshmi, the goddess Lakshmi. And as you can see around her, like she's laden with gold and roses and abundance and things that feel very nurturing, because when we're in our creative power, we're generating these things that we want to change. And I think she's coming in with this Chiron to help us to create the next phase of our life. So it's about recognizing the things that are letting go. And as we heal these aspects, we're going to have more energy to move into the next phase that we want to do. So I'm going to read. It says, this universal energy can be found within all of us. And when we spend time in creation, we spend less time in separation, because you have to, I worked as an artist for many, many years, and you have to go all in. You have to be committed and really dive into whatever it is that you're wanting to create to get the full benefit of it. So allow your mind to expand to your divine purpose, to what you're here to create. And part of what I think this creative process is letting go of old things and healing. So in every choice, you can choose to bring something in the world that is that feels more aligned to who you are and what you're here to do. So let's go further with this moon oracle. Now, this is a really interesting deck of cards. All of these cards, oh, look at this. Okay, so this card just fell out, which I'm very excited about. Yeah, so this is a card asking us to really be mindful. And what does that mean? It's asking us to be aware, to not go about our day just mindlessly and you know, waking up with the alarm, showering, getting to work, driving, you know, hit repeat the very next day. That in each and every day, there are lessons and there are opportunities to co-create with the world that's going on around us. And there are, I think, clues and there are opportunities for all of us. And it's so interesting. I went to the guidebook to open it and it opened up right to that page. And the heading says, part of about being mindful is being authentic. And let's see what it has to say in here. It says, coax yourself to be still with undivided attention as you experience the very moment you are living. So we have a tendency, and this is something's learned behavior. It's been running through my world as long as I can remember, but it's about tomorrow or yesterday. It's never about this particular moment. And that's where we are. We're in a moment, and the moment is a time for healing. We have, it looks like Jesus here as well, you know, and that story around, you know, persecution really. And then, you know, this one person dying for everyone, whatever your beliefs are. We are all, it's, you know, these things are symbols to remind us, not to always take things literally, but they are symbols to remind us to be mindful, to be present in this moment, to ask what it is that we're here to do, to not just like what all this traffic is doing here. It's mindlessly speeding down a road, completely unaware of anything outside of its own car, right? And, you know, I have nothing against loud music. I love music. I grew up in the Detroit area and it was all about music and it was very loud in the 70s. And so we have a tendency though to get stuck in something that's just distracting us. It's just everything's being loud. Everything is telling us what to do, or we're on autopilot. So being the creator, healing these wounds, and understanding that your life is full, and it can be full of things that you truly love and love to do, and healing, so you can get to and experience some of the things that are around you on day to day that you're missing. Like I look at all these cars that go by and I'm thinking, you know, where is everybody going? Seriously. At, you know, twice the speed or whatever. Where is everybody going? What's the point of us all rushing around to this thing and that thing? And it's the same thing in, you know, healing. We go from this lesson to that lesson, and sometimes we really truly don't absorb it. We just been there, done that, move on, and we've just skimmed the surface of what this moment or what the healing was meant to bring. So let's go to the Deviant Moon and ask for final messages as we roll into this month of June. And this deck is such a fun deck. I really do enjoy it. I wish it was, oh, okay. So we have a few things coming out, and I'm going to take this little pile here. We may end up taking the other one, but that looks pretty big. Wow, of course. So I told you that I was really drawn to the moon. We're still in this full moon. I think it's a full moon in Sagittarius energy because we got the moon card out again. And as you can see, this speaks to exactly what this card about mindfulness is. It almost seems in this card like we're being controlled by outside forces, by influences that are affecting who we are. Are we, you know, it kind of looks like we're being puppeted by the moon. It's pulling our energy. It's kind of pushing and pulling and directing how we go. And this feels like king and queen energy. They both have very royal colors on. To me, I'm going to say that this masculine king energy here, all in red, is about these grounded earthly things. And this purple energy and this feminine energy is talking about the higher realms. So I've never read this card like this before, but it feels like the moon is asking us to get in touch with who we are on the earth, as well as understand our place between the earth and like the heavenly bodies and how they're each affecting us. And the only way we can do that is literally get into our body. Instead of spending times outside of who we are, we need to embody ourselves here on this planet and open up to the wondrous things, not on AI. AI is not intelligent. It literally is what it says. It's artificial. There's more intelligence in the forest that's being cut down for some AI processing center than AI itself. You know, AI is a tool. That's all it is. Our brain is a tool. So we don't need these to take over our lives. So it's asking us to not be controlled by outside forces, but to understand that we are these powerful beings here on the planet. Interesting. This is a very powerful reading. We also have the King of Pentacles. Now, the King of Pentacles is saying, what is it that you want here on the earth? Be a part of what's going on. Be the creator. Be the one that is involved in your life. And then we have the Fool. The Fool is about new beginnings. As you can see, he is like dancing through the water. He's carefree. This is a very interesting Fool card here, saying that this is literally June 1st, and it's a new beginning. It's a new opportunity for us to pay attention to what's happening here on the planet. Where are we going? What are we receiving? What are we doing? Is somebody pulling our strings, or do we understand our divine connection and that we don't need outside influences and to be mindless? What we need is to tap into the earth, the body, be mindful of where we're going on this planet and what we're here to do, because part of that is as this great creator. And we're not going to see all this powerful energy until we begin to heal the past. We all have lots of wounding, and it seems as if that has been guiding our life. And so this is what another reason why I think we've been puppeted is we have been so overwhelmed with so many, wars and destruction and wounded energy, and everybody is running around like unaware of how they're affecting the whole, like even their neighborhood, right? It's time for us to start embodying. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the others. So there were 4 other cards that flew out over the side. We have another king. I have to show this to you. I had no idea what these cards were going to be when I said I was going to take them in. But the whole thing is about masculine and feminine coming together. We have the King of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the King of Wands. So as you can see here, this is about balancing the masculine and feminine, balancing our heart with our words, with our voice, with our thought, balancing our heart with our action. So as you can see, I feel like this feminine energy is opening up right here in the middle, and it's surrounded by this masculine energy. The masculine energy is the doing energy. It's the focus, but in the middle, in my mind, masculine energy is here to support the divine feminine, which is literally what this reading is showing. Masculinity supporting the divine feminine to be able to open the heart and produce like what is needed in a very open-hearted way, in a very mindful way, instead of going around aimlessly without being connected to our actions and to our words. So I feel like as we're going into the month of June, that this is going to be an incredibly powerful time for us to step into our power, step into our purpose, and really become these powerhouses that we were meant here to be. It is a new time. The time is now. This is about letting go of all this old stuff, all this old pain, everything, and beginning again. The moon energy and the Fool energy is two major shift points going through our world right now in this month of June. So thank you for joining me here at the channel. I hope you're enjoying the message. I'd love to hear from you. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. And if you're looking for a private reading, reach out to the link on the channel in the description. Have a beautiful day, folks. Bye now.